Greetings, YouTube Nation. So, long time no see. Uh, I am still dealing with my forced fast from train shows and swap meets. And helping feed my habit was my good friend Bernie Macavage at Bernie's Model Railroad. And I saw a couple of items, and I had to have them. So, let's get into it, shall we? Now, I'm not going to bore you with the footage of me unboxing this. So I'm just going to hopefully Clipchamp will cooperate with me as I'm doing this unboxing. Bernie started the shop as a side thing while he had a full-time job elsewhere. But last year, he left his full-time job and concentrated on the store full-time. Bernie's Model Railroad is located in Jessup, Pennsylvania, which is an approximate 15-minute drive north of Scranton and an approximate 30-minute drive from Wilkes-Barre. Last year, or the year before, was it last year or the year before? My family and I were in the area, so on the way back home to New York, I said, I have to stop and say hi to Bernie because he sold me a lot of items over the course of time. My first item being from him being an Athearn ready to run AC 4400 in the Norfolk Southern Pennsylvania Railroad livery, and that was a birthday present for me. But I've bought other things from him. I've bought the Canadian Pacific the Kato Canadian Pacific SD90 Mac from him. I bought that River Rossi Hudson in the that rare bird in the New York Central livery. I've bought one or two passenger freight cars from him, and now I've got these two little tidbits. So, what's first? Let's go in alphabetical order by manufacturer, shall we? We shall. So, the first item that I got was an a Kato SD70 Mac in CSX livery. Gorgeous looking beast. There are a couple of detail pieces missing from it, and he put it on the side. It's on the side. There are a couple of it's missing one of the. It's missing the. Well, rather, it's on the side. The conductor's side sunshade and a couple of railings are missing, but otherwise, gorgeous specimen. wouldn't you say? And it's got those weird knuckle couplers that I saw on the on the on the Proto 2000 on the Proto 2000 Alco FA1s. Bernie said that the paperwork was not with it, but HO Seeker came to the rescue. I got the so I downloaded, printed the paperwork, so all is not lost. And the second item that I got from Bernie was this gorgeous Walther's mainline ES44 in Canadian National livery. And what's even more special, how do I open this? Very carefully is the obvious answer. Okay. We're going to borrow a play from Scott Rail's playbook and employ this method of opening the box, and I don't seem to be able to open the box. And oh, that's why, because it's sealed on that side. Is it easier to open on here? Yes, we're in. So there is protective styrofoam on each side, and I'm just going to surgically remove the styrofoam. She's got the 100th anniversary. And you also have this decorative decal on each side of the cab. Gorgeous looking monster. Everything appears to be intact. If something was missing, Bernie would have told me. But everything is intact. Look at that. And bonus, we have the paperwork. We have the paperwork. Right side up or upside down? Oh! Whoopee! Yeah, so the paperwork is here. Now, for my repeat patronage with Bernie, he sold me both locomotives for $200 plus the shipping. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. I mean, and the original boxes are here, so I got a very good deal. One item to note: both locomotives are sold as DCC ready, but you know me, I'm not a DCC guy. If I ever felt so compelled to install a chip, install a decoder, it's in there. Both locomotives are equipped to accommodate a decoder, but I mean, no offense whatsoever to anyone who is sold on the concept of DCC. Uh, I I'm just not in that crowd. Sure, it is intriguing, it is enticing. I'm not too intimidated by DCC, the whole concept, but I'm the kind of fellow who just wants to take the locomotive out of the box, not have to worry about programming, setting values. I just want to put sorry about that. I just want to put it on the track and get her going. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm sorry, but that's me. So enough jibber jabber. I'm going to change cameras so that you could see each locomotive on the test track, and we'll be right back. So I apologize for the low lighting, but it's a matter of a blink and you miss it sort of circumstance. So I have the Kato ST70 Mac on the test track. Power pack is on, forward direction, and this isn't even 10% throttle. It's barely 20% throttle. Now, now one of the reasons that I have the low lighting is so that you could see the lighting. I mean the the light on the locomotive. Because even at this low percentage, you'll see the light come on. Incredible. Hold on 1 second. Now, I'm going to put this thing in reverse. Not even 10%. My hand is hardly touching the throttle. Incredible. Just incredible. It's just, wow. This is going to be a dream, running it on the layout. And I'm going to put this on one of the DCC EX main lines. So hold on, I'm going to put the Walther's ES44 on. Hold on. All right, so here's the Walther's with the protective styrofoam off, and forward. Wow, she's got ditch lights. Incredible. Not even 10% throttle, folks. And now, backwards. Glass smooth. I'm going to see if she'll go onto the other DCC EX mainline, because the one of the DCC EX mainlines is and has 18 radius curves. Some 6-axles will play along, others will not. Those that do, yeah, I know it looks awkward, but one of these days I'll find the means and the might to make that other mainline 22-inch radius curves. But okay, so I have CSX 734, which is the Kato SD70 Mac, and I have CN 3880, which is the ES44 on the other main line. I have engine driver ready and waiting to go. So, where can I put this that you could see it? Alright, maybe I'll do it this way. And I'm hoping the camera will assist with the focus. So, I am 4. Already hear the buzz. Hey, where are you going? Okay, let's try that again. Alright. 4. 8. We already have some movement with 3880. Gonna put 12. Okay. 16. And here we go. And we're gonna even it up. And get my hand out of the way so that you could see them moving. Incredible movement at such a low speed setting. We're going to move it up to 20. And hope you guys don't get dizzy. Well, 3880 has already made the clubhouse turn. So has 734. So I'm going to get over to the other side. Hold on. So 3880 has already passed by, and I didn't shoot it in time. But here is 734. And as it so happens, she's got ditch lights. How do you like that? $38.80. Where are you, honey? There you are. Is completing its first lap. Zoom in a little bit. There we are. Incredible crawl speed. Where is 734? There is 734 right there. And it looks like they're going to pass each other. Yeah, they just passed each other. Look at those incredible ditch lights on 3880. And we are at speed step 20. Going to up the ante a little bit and put her up to 28. Match her speed at 28. There is a little giddy up right there. And I'm going to pause again. Hold on. All right, here comes 3880. 734 is coming around over here. Will they meet again? There they are. Incredible. Now then, can I get them to meet at this section of the layout? Going to zoom in a little bit. Here comes 734. 3880. There she is. Fabulous. All right, so given the fact that there's no telling how long these girls have been sitting before they got on a move again, and if I can get my camera to, or if I could get myself to not focus on some random object. But getting back to my point, given that there's no telling how long it's been since they've run, I'm gonna let them stretch out. I'm gonna put up the speed step up a little bit, let them shake their sillies out, stretch their legs, and then we will hook some cars up to them. See how well these girls pull. Be right back. So here we are. Both locomotives are running on speed step 32. CSX 734 has completed its first lap, while Canadian National 3880 has completed its second lap. It goes without saying that when you're dealing with locomotives of different manufacturers, you're going to wind up with different motor performance issues at the same speed step. I could be wrong. I'll probably see it in the comment section. You're talking out of, well, keep it clean. But I am going to increase the speed step on the CSX to 36. I didn't mean to make a rhyme. Let's make it 40, and we'll make 3880 36. Now, of course, it's my layout. I could run these locomotives at a much higher speed setting, but it would be anti-prototypical. But I'm not going to bore you guys with slow freights. So I'm just going to up the speed setting a little bit more to make it a little bit more thrilling. So hold on to your hats. Well, I couldn't be more delighted with these two new additions to the collection. I am a very happy camper. Um, and Bernie, if you are watching this, thank you ever so much for selling these items to me. You can always count on me as a repeat customer. Um, Also, thank you to my subscribers for your continued support. I have thankfully passed the 300 subscriber milestone. My next goal is to hit 325 subscribers. Um, and I'd like to please ask you to like the video, share the video. If you are not a subscriber, there is a link in the bottom right hand corner of this video. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.